What's going on, guys? Snake Eyes here, playing some more Dark Souls 2, and in this video we're going to be doing a weapon showcase, and the weapon we're going to be showcasing today is the pickaxe. Now if you don't know how to get the pickaxe, all you have to do is bring a pig from the top of the camp and guide them all the way down to the bottom of the church. Let them eat a pile of mushrooms that's there, and it'll uncover the pickaxe, and that's how you get the pickaxe. Keep in mind that I'm going to be doing a guide to that, a little bit more into detail on the route that you should take, since it is kind of the easiest route. Keep in mind that I am going to do that pretty soon, so I'm going to upload it probably within the hour or so. So if you guys want to check that out, be sure to check it out. And if not, well, then you already know how to get the pickaxe. And now we're going to go over the moveset. Keep in mind that the moveset is very limited, so I'm going to go over it really quickly. The R1 and the R2 for one-handed is thrusting down, while the running attack is a sweeping motion. The backstep is the same thing as the running attack, while the rolling attack is more of an uppercut. The two-handed moveset is actually very limited, with the R1, the R2, and the running attack all thrusting down attacks. I think the rolling attack is sweeping, and the backstep is another plunging down attack. Like I said, very limited move set, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but right now we're actually going to go into the details of this weapon. The base damage to the pickaxe is at 150, and since then I've actually upgraded mine to +10 and infused it with dark, but a regular pickaxe +10 does 300 base damage, while a dark infused pickaxe does 210, and it also has 210 in the dark damage. It has a counter strength of 100, it does 50 poise damage per hit. It weighs 8 pounds and it has 60 durability. The requirements for this weapon is that you need 22 strength and 8 dexterity. When you upgrade it from base to +10, it actually goes from a C scaling to an A scaling in strength. But like I said, since I've infused mine with dark, I actually get a B scaling in strength and a B scaling in dark. There are a couple of pros and cons to this weapon, and I'll go ahead and touch down on the cons a little bit. The major con to this weapon is that it has a very limited moveset. Not only does it have a very limited moveset, but it also attacks really slow. There's been multiple times where people really can predict what the moves that I'm going to do. I've been parried a couple of times, and that's all mainly due to the fact that the moveset isn't the greatest, and it just really takes too damn long to be able to get a hit off. But the pro to this weapon is that when you do land a hit, it actually does massive damage, and that's the one thing that I really do like about this weapon. When you land a hit, it's pretty much a well-earned hit, and it rewards you with the fact that it does some major damage. I've actually gone against people with Havel sets and all that, and all the heavy armors, and I've been able to do 700 to 800 damage on them. Really surprising that some of them weren't even crits. I have been able to land a couple of backstabs on some Havel people, and I pretty much one-shotted them when they were at full health, so that was a huge pro for me. Going back to the con, because I kind of forgot to say it, this weapon kind of has a very narrow hitbox, and there's been times where I could have sworn that I've hit somebody, and maybe it was lag, or maybe they rolled through it, but I've just been real close to people and taking a swing, and for some reason it just kind of barely grazes them. It doesn't even register. So like I said, that is another con. This weapon, I really wouldn't recommend it for a person who's just trying to, play casually and really just want to win. The fact that it does hit really hard is incentive to want to use it, but at the same time, the fact that it doesn't have that great of a moveset is kind of something that might frustrate a lot of people. In all honesty, I'm kind of split with this weapon. I really do like it, but at the same time, it is very frustrating. But one thing that I've come to learn about this weapon is that when you do get a win with this weapon, it's pretty much a well-deserved one. Like I said, it's really predictable, but if you can kind of adjust your playstyle just a little bit and kind of keep the other person guessing, even though it has a limited moveset, you can put it to real good use. And the fact that it hits like a damn truck is a really good thing. At max, you only need to hit a person 2 to 3 times before they die. There aren't too many tactics with this weapon. This is pretty much a weapon for people who are moderate to pretty good at the game, And the reason I say that is because it does require a little bit of skill to be able to wield a weapon like this, because it is a little bit more difficult. And when you fight against people with PvP, they use weapons that are really good, that have wide range moveset weapons, and in all honesty, when you fight against people like that, especially if they're using the heavy armors, it is a little bit difficult. When you fight up against the medium and light armor people, it's difficult for the sheer fact that they can just roll through most of your hits. But like I said, it doesn't matter, because if you land a hit with this weapon, it will hurt anybody. People with medium to light armor, it hits them and almost one-shots them, and people with heavy armor, 2 to 3 hits at max, and if you land those hits, then you can pretty much kill them really fast. I will say that if you do want to get better at this game, I definitely recommend picking this up, mainly because a lot of people are using a lot of easy stuff in this game, and this is definitely a weapon that requires a little bit of skill and, in all honesty, a little bit of luck to hit. And if you're looking for something a little bit different, if you want a challenging experience, I definitely recommend picking it up. But at the same time, keep in mind that it is a little bit frustrating. There have been times where when I was playing, I wouldn't win a match for maybe 5 to 6 rounds straight, running into people with heavy armor and Santier spear and all that stuff. This weapon is pretty bad, but when you come across the people who maybe just aren't that great at the game, or if you just got the edge on them, it is a very good weapon, and that's why I'm kind of split. I actually do have some leftover PvP footage that I'm not going to be including with this, mainly because I'm kind of already almost finished. I will be putting them in a separate PvP video, kind of talking a little bit about a couple of topics. I won't reveal them right now, since I'm going to try to keep them secret until I actually come and have the time to do PvP for that. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Pick up this weapon if you want a challenge. Don't bother if you're not looking for something that is really difficult to use. And like I said, just don't even bother with it. But if you are looking for an experience and you want to challenge yourself and really put yourself to the test, then pick this one up. And trust me, you will get that challenge. So like I said, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, take care.